Welcome to Deep in the Sauce, brought to you by Big Butz Barbecue Sauce, Yabbits in the Woods, and me, your host, Tom Porter. Now, it's been a while since I've done one of these videos, but I came up with a recipe recently and I just had to share it with you all. It's what I call my Packer balls. Yes, I know it sounds disturbing, but what it is smoked sausage with a heart of green and gold. We actually take sausage and we stuff it with a Brussels sprout and some cheese, and then we smoke it. So I'm going to show you how to go about doing that. Take this, throw it in here. Now all we want to do is get them softened up. Now the freezing process already helped us break down some of the cells, so all we need to do is just bring them up to a little bit of warmth here. So we're going to just hit it for 4 minutes and let it go. Now the thing about these is they're great if you're a Packer fan, and they're great if you're into corned beef and cabbage. See, my problem is I'm the only person in my household who actually likes corned beef and cabbage. So to make a whole pot of it just doesn't make sense. Well, these little guys, they're like corned beef and cabbage in a bite, and it's just awesome and perfect. And actually, it's a great way to get your kids to eat Brussels sprouts. Now, the other thing, if you're a Viking fan, well, we got something for you too. It's called a Midwest Scotch egg. Now, for those who have dealt with regular Scotch eggs, it's a hard-boiled egg wrapped in sausage and smoked. Well, these are made with beets. And you take a whole beet and you wrap it in the sausage and smoke it. So we're just going to open up a can and drain them off here. Get all that wonderful purple liquid out of them. Now the only problem with making these is your fingertips are going to be pink for a while afterwards. So what I'm going to do is going to take out another plate here for these. And we got a small sausage roll here that's only about 12 ounces, and we're going to take that and we're going to divide it up into eighths here. We're going to do it into 6. Yeah, we'll do it into 8s. It's pretty good size. So we'll just do it like this. Down one way. Then we're going to chop it in half 3 times. Just like that. Okay. Now that we're all broken up, now we're going to take a chunk of our sausage here and we're just going to flatten it out in our palm and create a nice little pocket in the middle, just like that. Now we take one of our beets, stick it right in the middle, and we're just going to bring this right over. Just cover it up, and you got to be careful because the beets are slippery. Now the sausage, because of its fat content, will actually stick to itself and create a little cocoon for the beet inside of here. So we're just going to do it just like that. Make sure to get all the sausage to connect up, and you don't want to work it too much or else you'll start to get it breaking apart. Just like that. So we're going to go ahead and do up the rest of these. And now we're going to check on our Brussels sprouts that are almost done, and we're going to go on to make the Packer balls. Alright, we've got most of them done now, and just as a tip, if you're doing this and you're having some issues with the beets being too slippery and the sausage not sticking to them, you just take them and wrap it in a paper towel so you can pull some of that moisture off of them. Because the problem is as soon as the salt from the sausage interacts with the moisture from the beet, it wants to secrete more of it, which makes it not want to stick. So once we dry it out a little bit, see, the sausage wants to stick to it a lot better. Alright, so those are our Midwest Scotch eggs. And now, just quick wash off my hands. Now the only thing left for these is we're going to take and we're going to put some of our pig pollen on it. A little pork rub and seasoning while we move on to our packer balls. Now these have been cooling in the microwave for a good 2 minutes now, and you can still feel a little warmth on them, but they shouldn't be too hot to handle. And we're just going to quick grab out another plate. And for these, pretty much going to go the same way that the other ones went. That's how we do that. Nice and simple. Alright, so we got our Brussels sprouts right in here. And all we're going to do is that stem part is already kind of softened up a little bit. So normally if you're making fresh ones, you cut that off. But we're just going to make this a little bit simpler. We're just going to cut straight down the middle into 2 halves. And then we're going to take a little piece of cheese and put it between both halves, just like that, to create a sandwich. Now we're going to come over here and get some sausage. Now, this is a big sausage roll, a nice pound one. These are about the same size as the beets were, so we're actually going to cut out 10 sections of this. And just doing this beforehand, make sure you're using about the same amount on everything. Whereas if you don't do it to start with, you'll end up with some that are super thick and some that have hardly any at all. So we're just going through, chopping them down. Alright. We'll just take a section and flatten it out. Take that, set it right in there. And these are really going to be slippery because of being pre-cooked, so you want to use extra sausage when you wrap around them, otherwise the sausage won't stick. Just close it up, just like that. And we'll set it off to the side. And now we're just going to keep moving through and do the same thing. Slice it down the middle. A little piece of cheese, fold it together, grab a piece of sausage, flatten it out, in it goes, and wrap the sausage around. And we got quite a few more to go. We won't be able to do the whole bag, obviously, because, well, you could, but you need more sausage. So we're just going to keep going around and sealing these guys up in some sausage. And we'll be right back. Alright, now that we got our packer balls all wrapped up, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit them with some getting roasted. Now, the reason why we're using this is because it's going to give it that kind of beefy, pastrami kind of flavor, or a corned beef flavor to it. We're just going to hit them quick on the top. Then we're going to flip them over, hit them again, and then it's time to go outside and throw these beauties on the smoker. Alright, now we're back, we're out in the smoker. The weather isn't the best for cooking outside today, but we'll make do. We're going to take these, and our smoker's cruising at about 250 right now. We're going to put our last Scotch eggs here. And then a little bit of our packer balls. And the nice thing is as they cook, they will change colors. So we'll still be able to tell them apart. Alright, it's been about 35-40 minutes, and we've got all of our little treats off the smoker now. As you can tell, we bled through a little bit on these Midwest Scotch eggs. They got a nice little pink and purple hue to them. And then we got our Packer balls over here, and some of the cheese squared out of them. Usually when the cheese starts oozing out, that's when I know they're pretty much done. So now all that's left is my favorite part, which is the eating part. So we're going to take one of our Packer balls here. That tastes awesome. It's just it almost is like a pastrami and sauerkraut, kind of, not sauerkraut, but boiled cabbage with, oh god, those are good. And the great thing is they work well with just about any dip. You want to do a little barbecue sauce, fantastic. If you want to do sour cream, they're excellent with that. It's just, yeah, they're just good all the way around. Alright, now we're going to try one of these Midwest Scotch eggs in an homage to the Vikings here. Look at that. Just the sweetness of the beet with the savoriness of the seasoning and the saltiness of the meat. It's just a fantastic combination. Although next time I might core out some of these bad boys and throw a little cheese in them too. So whether you want some new treats for your next game day, or if you just want to try something new, you gotta try these because they are delicious any time of the year. This has been Deep in the Sauce, brought to you by Big Butz Barbecue Sauce and me, your host, Tom Porter. Have a good one.